You're listening to 2025 The Final Drive, What You Need to Win with David Hayes. David has been providing financial advice for over 25 years and is the host of Your Money with David Hayes radio show and podcast.
And in 2026, everything will revert back to the way it was, which you've learned all about during the last 31 podcasts. On today's program, I'm going to talk about real estate. I personally have owned and operated a real estate management company for quite some time. We own over, I don't know how many, well over 120 individual doors, lots of different beds, office buildings, self-storage. I don't talk a lot about this because I like for people to understand that I'm solely focused on the financial planning practice, but I also do have another way to build some wealth. And one of the things is try to avoid paying taxes, especially when you sell. So let's talk about this. Capital gains tax, depreciation, that's recapture tax. That can take a huge bite out of your profits when you sell a rental property. But believe it or not, the tax code in the U.S. offers real estate investors a completely legal way to defer paying tax on the capital gain from an investment property. So we're going to take an in-depth look at something called a 1031 exchange. How does it work? How do you keep all of your sales profits instead of sharing it with the IRS? So a 1031 exchange is used by real estate investors like myself to defer paying capital gains tax and depreciation recapture tax on the sale of investment property. So here's what happens. You might have bought a piece of property for $100,000 and now it's worth $500,000, but you depreciated that, wrote the $100,000 off over time, and maybe your basis is now $50,000. So I sell it for $500,000. I have $50,000 of recapture that's going to be taxed at a higher rate. And then the other $400,000 is considered a long-term capital gain because I owned it for more than a year. Well, those are both taxed. So I can defer this by doing a 1031 exchange. Tap the brakes before you do anything. Tap the brakes. Because if you would like to talk about how we can help you navigate these complicated issues, please go to cfci.us. Contact us there. Set up your complimentary call. I did one today. It was 20 minutes long. It was great. Helped out some folks. Or give us a call at 812-334-3190, and I promise you, we will make it happen.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. The clock is ticking. Each decision that is made today will put more money into your pocket or leave you worried about your financial future. The time to prepare is now. The time to eliminate risk was yesterday. Let's partner to help those around us to make decisions that empower their financial future. If you would like to book David for a speaking event, please contact CFC at cfci.us. You can purchase his book, 2025 The Final Drive, into www.cfci.us and clicking on 2025 The Final Drive.